Hey, Shawn Greeves again. 30 years of real estate tips. And it's not going to take 30 years to learn all these tips. But how does that work? Who am I? I've done over 300 houses of my own. I've done over 6,000 loans. I had 83 rental houses at one time. You're probably not going to come across anything that I haven't done. All right. So I'm going to give you tips along the way. And this is video number 8. We are rocking and rolling. All right. Now, let's talk about the hard money business. I'm a hard money lender. That's my main business. Okay. I do buy houses still, but my main business is hard money. Okay. Because we all need money to do this business. And I can close in one day. I can close in hours. If you bring me a deal, a lot of times a lender will fall through and people will call me that day. They don't want to lose their deal. I can make it happen. Okay. I do no qualifying, no credit check, no application, no income verifications. I don't need to see how much money you have in the bank. You could have got out of jail yesterday. I'll finance you today. I'm a true hard money lender. I lend only on the house. I care if you're successful. But other than that, I don't care about any of your credentials. I'm one of the few true hard money lenders in St. Louis. I only lend in St. Louis. So if you have any questions about that, contact me. If you want to know my terms, contact me. I'll tell you my terms. Okay. Now, also, this real estate business, you have to have a white, hot, burning desire to be successful in this business. Because if you don't, you're just going to mosey along. There's no urgency. You got to want it bad. That fire in the belly, that nothing's going to stop me. Okay, you have to have it, or else you're not going to do anything. Okay, so you have to have that white, hot, burning desire. I know, because I've been there. I wanted to get rich in real estate. And I had that fire in my belly. I still have it. I do real estate every day. And I'll do it for probably till I'm 100 years old. I will never retire. Retire? What is that? Anyway, I'm going to keep doing real estate because now it's easy. Now, when you start doing real estate, you have to network. You have to tell people you buy houses. You do real estate. Okay? You have to tell people. It's like, let's say you buy a $5,000 zero radius lawnmower, and a string trimmer, and a blower, and a gas can, and a trailer, and a truck, and you park it all in your garage, and you keep the door closed, and you don't tell anybody about it. How's anybody going to know you buy real estate? They're not going to know. You have to start telling people. Tell everybody you go. Get those business cards. Tell everybody. And you got to get over that mentality of being embarrassed about telling people what you do. Okay? Maybe you don't do it full time. When I first started, I didn't do it full time. Well, I was doing it full time, but I also had a job. But I wanted to be able to tell people I'm a real estate investor. Okay? So you have to get over that fear of telling people that you're a real estate investor, because sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. And then once you're rocking and rolling, you'll be off and running. And hopefully you can quit your job and do real estate full time and get rich. All right? Now, I'm going to talk about also, if you're turning real estate, if you're selling properties, okay, let's say you're a wholesaler, okay, you have to get an earnest deposit from a potential buyer, because there's a lot of guys that are going to tie up your property. And you know what? They're going to try and sell it to other people. And they're only going to want to give you a $100 earnest deposit with a personal check that's probably not going to clear. You have to get a big enough earnest deposit that's going to weed out those fakers out there that are going to try and wholesale your property. And the way you weed those guys out is you get a big earnest deposit, a non-refundable earnest deposit. And if you're selling retail, make that earnest deposit non-refundable. Okay? And also I'll get them to sign a letter saying, I understand and agree that this is non-refundable, and I give permission to whatever title company you're using to release these funds to you if they don't close. Don't give them any contingencies. It's non-refundable. If you're going to take a property off the market and they're going to jack you around and lead you on and not close, they deserve to lose their earnest deposit. You're going to weed those jokers out because there's tons of them. They're going to want to tie up your property, and don't ever give them a key to your house, because they're going to say, I want to send my contractor over to look at it. No, they're not. They're going to try and sell it to other people. So you got to be real careful of those guys. So when you sell a property, get at least a $3,000 non-refundable earnest deposit to write up a contract. And if you can get a cashier's check, that's even better. But make sure they sign that letter saying that they understand and agree it's non-refundable. And they also are signing an agreement saying they're giving permission to the title company to release those funds to you if they don't close. It's hugely important. You're going to weed out all those guys that are going to take up all your time and tie up your properties. Okay? Super, super important. Okay? How do I know this? I know it because I've had it happen to me. I had to learn the hard way, so learn from me. So that's all I got for you for now. I'll see you on the next video. See you next time.